Hello and welcome back. So after we have successfully conquered at least parts of the Congo Republic, um, we got pressured by Brazil. So they just randomly declared war, and as you can see here, in at the position of about La Venta, they invaded with quite a large army of mounted soldiers. And I mean, those mounted soldiers, as you can see them right here, they are like not really threatening the city itself. So I'm not really scared that they will conquer La Venta, but they are quite annoying in terms of going into the districts, destroying all the buildings, destroying all the tile improvements. So after I will kill all those units, there will be a lot of cleaning up after those guys. So I will have to repair all the stuff which they mess up. So as you can see here right now, I'm sending all my units towards those Brazilian guys in order to decrease the harm they do to all my lands. Now, aside from that, what you just saw is I invested a lot of my faith resources into buying a great admiral, and actually I had a plan. This admiral, you can activate him and spawn a battleship, and the battleship at this moment is super strong. Now the stupid thing is I spawned the battleship not on the Brazil coast but on the west coast. If I had the battleship on the east coast, I could have attacked here directly this Brazilian town, for instance. But I was kind of stupid, spawned it on the other side, so now I had to sail back to the other coast. And while doing that, I met another civilization, basically even two civilizations. Both are not super strong. And yeah, it turns out that at the moment I'm pretty much the strongest civilization so far. Now, as you can see on the world map, I have most probably most cities, and also now I got kind of the edge in research and science, and even got some of the world wonders. Now this is the Great Lighthouse. Actually, this is one of the earlier world wonders. I'm wondering why no one built it so far, so I got it pretty late, but well, I don't mind. So around our combat area where the Brazil guy invaded, you see here it was pretty easy to clean up. So directly after Brazil declared the war on me, I skipped some turns. I moved my army to the east, and they I would say they came just in time. So the damage they did was annoying, but not too hard. Now, of course, one of the problems they caused is that I had to interrupt my my conquest on the Congo. But now I thought, well, if I can't beat the Congo now, then I will just switch my aggression towards Brazil. And you see here I skipped some turns. So at the far east I moved my machine guns towards Sao Paulo, and well, as you will see in just a moment, it was not as easy as I anticipated. And here you just saw it. I skipped to the enemy turn, and the city strikes so hard it nearly killed my unit with just one attack. So basically you see here Sao Paulo is in between these two mountains, and basically with the units I currently have, I cannot really progress forward. So at the moment it's impossible for me to conquer Sao Paulo without losing like all of my army. Well, after this disappointment, I at least had a little highlight, finished the Big Ben. So once again, one of the super good world wonders giving you one, I think, economy policy card. So once again, one of the really good world wonders. Anyways, after I failed attacking Sao Paulo, I thought, well, maybe I just attack Kabul instead. So Kabul is a bit to the east. So I moved a machine gun unit right there. And to my surprise, the exact same thing what happened at Sao Paulo happened also here. So Kabul attacked the machine gun unit, and once again it nearly died. So yeah, my attack on Kabul failed as well. So I wanted to make peace with Brazil. Yeah, they refused, so I was a bit scared. Will I lose some of my machine gun guys right here? Would be a pity because they had so much experience level already. Well, but turned out that I could somehow manage to save them. Now, after those two failed attempts, I also started a third attempt in attacking Brazil. And as you can see, here I have a bombard, and on the bombard I put a balloon. And usually with a bombard and a balloon you can shoot one tile further. But as you can see right here, I can't see the city, this Porto whatever. So this was once again a failed attempt. And now to my surprise, as you can see right here, Brazil even went ahead of me in terms of research, because as you see here, he has 3 riders stacked on each other. So I'm not even at the point where I can stack 2 riders. So if you see in my cultural tree on the left, I will research that I can stack 2 of those units, but yet I can't stack 3 of the units. Fortunately, because I would have lost a unit if I wouldn't have made peace, Brazil offered me a peace treaty. So basically this was the big rescue for me, because I was kind of scared to lose any units. So now at this point I had to accept, well, I kind of lost a bit of my edge, and I can't at the moment with my current tech not attack Brazil. I basically cannot invade him. So he does not have the tools to conquer me, I don't have the tools to conquer him. But someone who was my friend all over the game until now was kinda getting on my nerves, and I was pretty sure that I would be able to conquer her. And if you look at the map, you can't see it right now because there is all this stuff. If you look here, it was Egypt, and they just built a city in between the small space between Brazil and me. And this little city blocked me from going back with my units, so it nearly caused me to lose some of my units. So I thought, well, if Egypt is getting so annoying, I have to do something against Egypt. So, and since I just got the technology to stack my units together, I thought, well, I gonna make a little formation, and I gonna take those 2 cities of Egypt, which are basically blocking the way between me and Brazil. Aside from that, as you see right here, while I was sailing with my battleship to the east coast of my home continent, I was also meeting the rest of the civilizations. Here in this case, France, and actually France, I think, of all the remaining civilizations was kind of the strongest one. And well, anyways, here you see now I'm withdrawing all my units, and I'm going to position them at the Egyptian border. And now, as you can see here, I stacked up all the units. Well, you just saw it for a couple of seconds, but we'll see it in a moment. But well, you see, stacked my units and now declared war to my old friend Cleopatra. But well, every romance has to end, so it was just a matter of time. And well, if I hadn't attacked her, she would have attacked me. Okay, and maybe before I made a little mistake, because I said I was interested in taking 2 cities. Actually, there are 3 Egyptian cities, but I don't really count this 2 population city, and I won't capture it. I will just destroy it as soon as I capture it. And you see I did just 2 attacks with my machine guns on it, and it's lost the wall fortifications and also half of the fortifications of the city itself. And this city with 11 population, I just attacked it with now those stacked machine gun units. And you see behind of that I also have a bombard with a balloon, so now it can shoot 1 tile further. And you see just 1 turn and the whole fortifications were gone. Now my problem was that I only had 1 melee unit, so range units are not capable of capturing cities. You always need to send a melee unit. So the knight I had positioned right there was used to destroy this little 2 population city. So now I had to wait until the knight arrived at the 11 population city. And throughout that time I just sent my army to the other remaining city, which was a bit to the west. It's called Memphis. And yeah, we skip a bit fast forward, and you see right here the Egyptian Empire is falling down. Actually a nice city. I think it had 4 districts, and well, all my units were already on their way to Memphis. And once again, a little jump in the time. You see my troops arrived at Memphis and the fortifications are already pretty much gone down. Well, as you saw before, it just takes 1 turn to nuke down the whole fortifications, and just needed to move the knight towards the city and just capture the city. Now you see this happening right here, and now I was wondering, okay, why is Egypt not beaten? Is there any city left? And well, in fact, there was a little city in the south, so south of this desert. So this was the safe spot where Egypt was. Here you see it, it's Theben. And I was not really interested in this city, so I really wanted to make peace with Egypt. No interest at all in taking this city, at least not yet. Now, if you look into the research tree, you can see that first of all we finished the next corpse upgrade. So now we can stack not only 2 units but 3 units. That's what you just saw happening right here. So, and the other great news is within the science tree we just finished the upgrade for our machine guns. Now we can do the next tier of the machine guns. I think before they were called Gatling guns, now they are machine guns. But aside from that, we also got the upgrade for artillery. And this is the even bigger news, so to say, because now we can upgrade our bombard into an artillery, put a balloon on it, and this is super helpful when sieging cities. Because basically when you siege a city, the enemy city cannot strike back, so you can attack it out of a safe distance. So now with all this in mind, I have a really good setup in conquering the cities where I stopped before. And since my units are now all far in the west again, close to the Congo border, the Congo might be the next target.